especially in Haverhill. And because of the snow and ice, of course, I have been slightly delayed tonight. But if you're watching on replay, make sure you give us a thumbs up or subscribe to us if you are new to the channel. And thank you very much for watching us and bearing with us tonight. And keep your volumes down as per usual, because you'll be on next very, very shortly here. And hopefully we'll have some people tuning in. And please like and share this stream everywhere possible, okay? And this is the NAR, otherwise known as Nice and Relaxing Show. And of course it is, I would say, an hour and a half, because we've got the Q&A after the show, because Julian's got a, as in Juliano, I can't pronounce his name, but of course Juliano has got to be aware of this. The Q&A is afterwards, and we have a special announcement. Should this moderator, because it's something to do with the moderator tonight, who is hopefully going to come in and watch us tonight.
And she has just started.
And she's just come in actually now, and they know who they are. But yeah, of course, do like and share whatever you like to do, and hit that thumbs up, which some of you have already done. One person already. So yeah, hopefully we get more towards the end of the stream. And Julian's got a fun pack schedule today, and if you're not sure what the schedule is, it's in the description, which is basically below the video stream. So have a look at what the hymns are, and it's very much festive tonight. So it's pretty much over to you, Julian, because you've got the classes there. So the announcement will be in the Q&A, and of course, please brace yourself for that. Hello, Nikki. Very good evening to you all, and I was hoping you was tuning in a little bit later on, but you managed to find us, which is fantastic. I've lost my clip-on microphone, but of course, hopefully in the new year, I'll probably get another bit of a clip-on to, help get this sorted. And, probably needs a new microphone. But anyway, as long as you can hear me loud and clear, sorry. I was going to say loud and clear. Somebody could be watching in clear, or maybe not. But anyway, that's a bit of your Father Christmas belly there. Sorry about that. So, yes, hello, A.D. Emerson, because that's what you look like.
Oh, very funny.
Or Harry Hill, I think. So, welcome to NAR, Nice and Relaxing. Over to you, Julian.
Right, okay, I'll just clarify what he's saying there. Part 2, at the start of it, before that, there'll be a little, stay with us, there'll be an announcement halfway through that.
What's the announcement then?
I'll tell you.
It's nothing to do with the moderator, is it?
It is, yeah.
No, we're going to do that afterwards.
Well, no, but I'm going to play.
He's changing my schedule.
No, I'm playing it. I'm doing something.
No, it's. Can we all leave it to the Q&A, because that's what we want to leave it to.
Okay.
So we want to keep people guessing.
I don't want to keep her waiting, you see.
No, we won't keep you waiting, but of course, yes, when the sort of recital finishes, then of course we'll do that massive announcement.
Right,
I think
okay,
that's time. Otherwise you're going to get confused.
Let's start from a fish. I've been back.
I'm going to do the commentary whilst you play as well.
Right, now, this one is called Thou Rose of Bloometh.
Say that again.
Thou Rose of Bloometh.
Thou Rose of Bloometh.
That's the English version of it. It's the German Esther in der Rose Exprungen. It's by Johann Brahms, 1833 to 1897. It's called a voluntary. It's a sort of it can be used as a wedding piece in between or at the start of the.
Are you ready to go then?
The voluntary.
I think we should get on with it quickly.
We should get on with it quickly.
Because time is the enemy.
Right. Okay. If you've not heard this before, it's a sort of softish piece. It's played on the 16-foot and an 8-foot flute in between that.
Okay, if you've been enjoying the show, the snow I'm talking about, and the snow.
Okay.
Of course, let us know if you've been enjoying the snow.
Let's go.
Let's go. So, of course, if you have been enjoying the snow, let us know. If you haven't been enjoying the snow, let us know as well. Let us know, get it? So, yeah. What a nice treat to be back here. We've had up and down colds like anything. The temperature has been absolutely awful this week. It's been icy, and Haverhill, Suffolk, I believe, is the only place that has still got ice and snow on the ground. And you can see the videos for that on the Touring With Us channel. We'll talk about that in the Q&A later on. And we have the special announcement later on as well, if you stay with the one you're on.
There you go. Enrolls in Sprungen. Now, at the bottom of here, what have we got here? And the next hymn, which I'm going to put down there. See where we are going. It's behind me, and I'm going to pick up it here. There we go. Now, this is the same sort of thing as that. It's a voluntary. It's not voluntary, but it's the same. The tune is called Esterung and Sprung as well. So this is obviously a German carol melody. It's based on Michael Pratilas, 1571 to 1621, and altered. So there's 4 verses of this one. It's called A Great and Mighty Wonder. Now, a great mighty wonder, full of holy cure, all the Virgin Mary's infant with the Virgin, honours pure. Repeat the hymn again. To God on high be glory, and peace on earth shall reign. Okay, hymn number 1.
Well, if you're just joining us, welcome to NAR, Nice and Relaxing, otherwise known as. Just want to say hello to, of course, some people that have commented on our Touring With Us. Jack is one of them, and I'm sort of, well, we as in Touring With Us are trying to work out what Jack that is. Apparently not Jack Harvey. I don't know who that is. This is the Jack who said hi to you when you're recording. Okay. Perhaps you're one of the gang in Haverhill, as in the friendly gang. So, yes, we do have to make sure, of course, it can't be multiple accounts by the same surname. That's why we have to make sure that we don't get too many spamming, if you know what I'm trying to say. Matt Jen 2000 said on the comment section on Touring With Us, keep doing the videos, exactly what we will do. Thank you very much for that. And Melissa Jefferson says, when will you do your review of Custard Coffee? Well, we'll talk about that in the Q&A later on as well. If you are just joining us, hello to you. And also Jack said, Haverhill Town Square. That was a day ago, the comment. The comment was from Jack a day ago, and we deleted it because we thought it was another Jack that, of course, had multiple accounts and was spamming us a few months back. That's why we had our mods in, make sure everything's running smoothly. So if you want to come and say hello in the chat, feel free to do so. I just recently put up some extra videos with a few people Every thumbs up for that, which is great. If you do want to support the channel in any way, feel free to, of course, let us know if you want to support the channel by sending a donation to, of course, PayPal or GoFundMe. The links are in the About section. And we'll find out that answer whether we will do a Costa coffee review. Well, it's been difficult with my actual slight sniffles, and it makes it a little bit harder to do things like that.
And Mighty Wonder. Hymn number 2 comes shortly.
Right, it's over to you now, Jim.
Yep, okay, 489 in the book. I'm using 89 now. And before my hymn falls apart. There we go. This one is called The Lord Will Come, the Lord Not Be Slow. 4 verses of this, it's very short verses. It's called St. Stephen. St. Stephen's Day is probably, or something like that, around Boxing Day. No, it might be St. Stephen's Day. I should think that'd be a We Three Kings or something like that.
Hello to Scott, who's in the chat as well. Sorry to interrupt you, Jim. Scott Smart is also our moderator in the chat as well.
Hello to you too. Many returns today, but I'm going to...
Many apologies for being late tonight as well.
Okay. We will continue now. Lord will come, will not be slow. His footsteps cannot be before the righteousness shall go, and the roar heaven something at the end. So those are the first verse of the verse. Lord will come. Right, let's have some stops for that. Okay.
Coming in late, a massive hello to you wherever you're watching this evening. Don't forget, if you want to stand by for our Q&A later on, you have a chance to ask us any questions. Excuse me. You have a chance to ask us any questions or just listen to us like you normally do. But thank you very much for listening to us for the nice and relaxing show this evening. We thoroughly hope you have a pleasant evening. Beginning to sound like an airport announcer, or actually someone on a plane. Air hostess, is it? Something like that. Think I can make it? I don't know. So, what was that called, Julian?
The next one, hymn number 3. If you just joined it, is Advent number 3 selection. Next week, hopefully be a Wednesday and a Friday again. Hopefully,
Wednesday normally.
Wednesday for the Advent 4, and Christmas will be on a Friday before everything closes down, and then it should be another one after that, something like that. So it'll be Christmas. If anyone's got some Christmas carols, do drop us a line on that. One like "Oh Come Ye Faithful," one of them, and it will sound a bit of not that note.
By the way, a person called Nigel said, "Wishing you every blessing, as in blessing, for your knee problem."
Yes, well, we've all had.
It's not on YouTube, but of course, I just want to pass that on.
Okay, I'm just joining in. Just joining in now. Hymn number 3 of the first part. This is by a Stainer. You would know this one. It comes in the Crucifixion. If you ever sung that, it's a fantastic anthem book. I'll probably do the Crucifixion, bit possibly a bit of it at some point next year, hopefully. So This one comes in the crucifix. It's called "Come Thou Long Expected Jesus." Tune number one. There is another tune, but you wouldn't know it, so I'll just play it. It's a Samuel Wesley one anyway. Sorry. So. That's tune two. You wouldn't know that. That's not the familiar tune that we usually use, and it should be this one. And so on. I'll be doing that in just a tick.
Everyone, and welcome. Hopefully having a lovely pleasant evening wherever you're watching this evening. This is nice and relaxing with, of course, Nickalini and Juliano. Hopefully you're having a thoroughly pleasant evening. Did I say the word pleasant right? I think I did. Just say pleasant evening here. With my flowing voice as you just think of wonderful things ahead and pushing away those negative feelings. Especially those for suffering mental health at this moment of time. For those suffering with mental health, then of course hopefully my voice flows with the show.
Come Thou Long Expected Jesus. The tune is called Cross of Jesus. John Stainer was born in 1840 to 1901. Interesting. The first words were "Come Thou Long Expected Jesus, born to set us people free from the fears and the sin releases. Let us find our rest in Thee." Now that concludes the first part
Already.
So so any questions on any organ bits?
Well, it's actually performed. I just wanted to jump in there. The schedule list is performed on the Technics U50 organ by Julian Plum, otherwise known as Fruit, and commentary and hosted by Nickalini Orange today. Yep, that's me doing the commentary and doing the hosting today. So, of course, tonight's show nice and relaxing. Of course, it started with the Advent-free voulentry. I think voluntary is spelt right. Might be spelt wrong, but anyway, I think people know exactly what that means. It means a sort of piece that you start with at the start of any recital in terms of organ playing. Those or Thou Rose Blooming by J. Brarmes, and of course the first one was hymn number 1, I believe.
Yes, sir.
4 verses. What was the hymn?
Was
it Thou Those Blooming?
No, a great and mighty Almighty.
Oh, okay, I've got it down here. I've got it. Hymn number 1.
Okay.
Because you missed out the 1 on it before, Julian.
I'm sure I did. I'm sure I put it.
Yeah, so we played you How Great Mighty Wonder, music by German melody Michael Pratilas.
It's something like that, yeah.
And hymn number 2, and of course it was 4 verses of Lord, Lord Will Come, music by William Jones, 1726 to 1800. And hymn number 3 was verse 4, Come Thy Cross of Jesus, music by John Stainer, 1840 to 1901. And now it's time for part number 2.
Yeah, so any questions on any music? Now, if you want a Christmas carol for Friday week. Do let us know. Any carol, if we can do another carol, that would be
Any
good.
requests is almost welcome.
Yeah.
Well, in fact, it is
We
welcome.
did have one request about a month ago about Silent Night.
Are you going to play it?
Well, that would be in the list as well. Silent Night, but I know it's not everyone's favourite. But Wayne and Manger is nice and niggle. We could have Twinkle Twinkle Little Star for some people. Company Faithful is a main one. Heart the Herald Angels is a main one.
I believe you're going to start part 2 with a Christmas voluntary.
Yes, this is a Christmas
Vom Himal Hock.
Yeah.
By Johann Sebastian Bach.
Yeah.
The classical composer.
Yeah.
And then Hymn Lo He Comes by Charles Wesley. Music, I believe.
Yeah.
And excuse me. Hymn number 5. What do you
Jesus Shall Rein.
Jesus Show Rein.
Yeah.
4 verses and T2. What's that mean? I don't know.
Tune 2.
Tune 2. All right. Okay. And by Thomas William, probably wrote it in 1789. And the final hymn, of course, 5 verses. Thou Did Leave the Throne. Music by Tim Michaelmas. 1826 to 1910.
I'll check the composer.
Don't talk over me, Jim. I was going to say the music by Tim Michaelmas, 1826 to 1910. And the final voluntary by Noah Suis. Music by Charles Darwin, and a made-up voluntary if you've got time.
Okay,
so let's get on with it. Let's go.
This one's Vom Himmel Hoch der Komm ich her. Now that's the German version of it. Now the English words are I have come down from heaven. BW 606 by J.S. Bach.
Oh, now, hey, Strawberry, who's in the chats?
Okay, let me just finish.
Just come in, which is great.
Now, this one you would probably not heard of if you have not seen Kings on BBC Two. So, Kings will be on BBC Two on Christmas Eve.
6:30, I believe.
No, 6:55.
Oh, 6:55. It was 6:30, but
no, it's changed.
They changed the time.
6:55
on BBC Two.
If you can't watch it,
there's a replay. Replay.
I can't say 7 o'clock in the morning, or on iPlayer. So this piece will be definitely be on that TV version. So
Strawberry, there's no need to worry. We can't get to a doctor's because they're all on strike at the moment.
Well, we're not into that.
I think she's more concerned about your knee.
No, never mind about that. I've got music to concern about.
I think you're okay for the time being. That just opened on its own, didn't it?
That's right, isn't it?
It was. How did that do that? You didn't even really touch it.
Well, I probably did.
You can watch this on replay anyway.
Okay. We start with Vink. Now you probably won't know it until you look it on TV, BBC Two, Carols for Kings, and you'll hear it at the end of the August.
We know Julian's got a bad leg.
Never mind about that.
Let's have a pleasant evening if we can.
I'll stay out of that. Okay. King's College is a massive place to travel and wise. You can't film in there really, but you have to have permission to do that.
It's just swollen.
BBC do that. So there was a massive organ in there. So it's redone by Harrison's.
Okay, look at the screen, Julian. Let's say.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the music and looking at I'm going like a whiskey. Okay.
We're all okay. I know you're asking the people in the chat as well.
Right, okay. Vom Himmel Hoch die Kehr to come on, itch her. I will not get an itch.
So hello to all our mods, and one of the mods tonight, of course, will be knowing about a special announcement which we'll announce on the Q&A after the recital by Juliano. Thank you very much for joining us. Thanks to those watching in Hatfield tonight. Have been to Hatfield. If anyone's not seen the Spoons Tour of Hatfield, go and check it out. You can actually search on YouTube all the videos that you really want to see, and hopefully somebody wants a premiering video, but of course we don't have one in Hayward at the moment. Strawberry is back.
There will be another.
I can see that on your comments.
Just quickly do this. It's one that I'll be doing for Christmas. I presume it's called Sweet Treats. I'm going to give you the first bit of it. Only the first bit of it, so you'll know what it will sound like. So we'll put an extra nasal on it. It should sound it'd be an A major. So there is about 2 pages, 2 or 3, quite a bit of pages, but I'm not going to do all the pages. I'm going to wait until Christmas. This one's called Indulgent Jubilee, Sweet Rejoicing, by the same composer, it's Bach, BW 729, 729 rather. Now I'm only focusing the first bit to it. It'll be something like this.
Changed the picture, wow. Well, I think Strawberry has a habit of changing her pictures.
That will be the start of that piece. So,
just wants to be something, or something different actually.
We have 3 verses of Lo He Comes, a cloud ascending, once for mortal sinners slain, thousand saints, not Southampton people, attending the swell of the triumph of his train. We like trains. Alleluia,
Can't remember too many strikes.
Christ appears on earth.
I think you should be the good striker doing that and sort it all out.
Oh yeah, definitely. Now this one is I played this last time, and we'll play it for the next one as well. It should be that one should be in all four other ones. Lo He Comes, a cloud ascending. The music is by Charles Wesley, selected hymns, tunes at next 1765. So the tune's called Helmsley, and it should be okay to play. So I'll do 3 verses of this, and then we go on to the next. Jesus your Rein, and I'll just leave, and then go back to the organ voluntary at the end, and then possibly made up. Then we have the Q&A, and we do have an announcement. If you stay by
with
us,
the one you're on.
Yeah, if you keep watching, it shouldn't be too long. And I know we keep you waiting. It's very good of you to be with us. And
actually, can anyone have a little bit of a guess what it's all about?
Well, we'll find out in a minute.
If anyone thinks they know, let me know. Thank you very much for the 4 thumbs up. I can't really see the chat at the moment. We're having problems with our rubbish Wi-Fi. We've got rubbish Wi-Fi, so that's why we're on 4G at the moment. Network is down at the moment, so I'm going to sort that out. Nick, are you sitting in the room? I'm actually behind the scenes, and I'll be back in just a little tick. Do stand by. yes, I'm back now. Of course, don't want to sort of sound like a news broadcaster, but of course, I saw the breaking news scrolling across the screen. I don't really watch BBC very often because I don't like what they say on there or broadcast. But of course, I happened to glance at it, and it stated that Amazon workers of a warehouse have now also been on strike. What's anyone here thinking about all these strikes right now, including the NHS strikes right now, as well as RMT Union Mick-linked rail strikes? Let us know what you're thinking right now. You can comment below if you wish.
Right, the next thing, sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen. Hope everyone's good all above each other, so that's what we're trying to entertain you as quickly as we do here. We have two tunes here, but we're going to have tune 2. It's called Churro. This one is hymn number 5. Jesus reigns wherever the sun does his successive journeys, run his kingdom stretch from the share to the shore, till moon shall wax, there will wane no more. Now, the last verse is, let every creature rise to bring honours to King, angels descend with songs again, earth repeat that loud amen. The melody is from Thomas Williams, Psalm Media and Veglegica, 1789. If my error right. There is a tune. There is a tune 1 here. You wouldn't know it. That was called Galilee by Brarmes. 1836 and 1908. This one was Thomas Williamson. Williams, rather, not Williamson. Now, I'm just checking the chat. As everybody can hear me, do stand by with us, or stay with us until the end of the second hymn and the voluntary at the end. So you'll be announced something at the Q&A, or somebody will be. Jesus Shall Reign. We'll have 4 versions of it because it's quite long. But now the last hymn is
Excuse me.
513 in the book.
I'll bring my chair in a minute. If anyone can hear me in the background, I'll bring my chair in. Of course, I sound very distant away from the microphone here.
This is the final hymn before.
Oh, you're chilling, are you, tonight? Be nice to hear from others what they are doing as well. Is there anyone else chilling tonight?
Right, okay.
Do come and say hello to us. Do stand by as well.
Right, okay. Thou Didst Leave Thy Throne, and the tune's called Margaret. Timothy Matthews is not Michael's Mass. I beg your pardon, Nick. Timothy Richard Matthews is the composer. This one, 1826 to 1910. So I'll get that wrong somewhere. It's Timothy Matthews. Thou Didst Leave Thy Throne. Well, someone will leave my throne in just a second. So we'll do this one, and we do the voluntary at the end of the year. When I play the first Advent, this will be the last time I will play this one this year until next time. The next one will be the other one. So do stand by with us. If you just joined us, we have a special announcement later on in Q&A. A special something. Someone's card will be on their way to them as well. Christmas card. Do stand by with that. So if your Christmas cards are delayed, as you know, they will be on their way as soon as they can get there. Because of the problems we've got with the rail, the rail problems and the mail problems. So this one is the final hymn of the third number 3 Advent hymns. Thou Didst Leave Thy Throne, and the kingly crown when thou camest earth from me, but in Bethlehem's home there was found no room in the holy nativity. Oh, come to my heart, Lord Jesus, with the room of our heart for thee. There we go. We have four kind verses. Thou Didst Leave Thy Throne. I've just closed the book now, so I can't play any more hymns there. My fingers are nearly running out. So on this piece, you've probably heard it before on the first one. So just bear with me when I turn these pages over and battle like fish and chip paper. So I'm trying to spoil your fish and chip tonight, but if you have any,
fish and chips.
Eat that slowly before it's full of fish and chip paper. That's like fish and chip paper, isn't it? Like that. So,
didn't know it was called that too.
But it is. And this is 4 pages long, so this will be sort of trumpety kind of thing. It's called Noel Cerise,
Yeah.
Grandeur by Charles Darwin.
Sounds lovely, Jim. Did anyone see the touring with us cup in the screen there? I secretly put it on there for anyone that wants to see it. And that's the old, of course, logo.
Okay.
The new logo will be coming soon. The one with the new logo.
Right. Okay then. Let's start with the Christmassy Noel. This one the last time I played this one.
Thank you all for the thumbs up.
Yeah.
Lots of thumbs up from Strawberry.
Okay.
Can we have some more thumbs up from everybody else?
Right, let's finish this one off.
Oh, I didn't think you'd like the mug. I thought it was a terrible design, but actually it's not too bad. It's very basic, isn't it? It's the sort of logo. Well, the font is used a lot, and we'll probably stick with the same font because it looks like it's the sort of thing that's on a touring basis. I just stepped outside to get myself a cup of tea. Julian should have his own touring with us mug. If anyone wants to buy a mug, by the way, of course, I remind people, of course they can, $8.99. And we hope to have a kind of shop set up. Probably the same type of shop that GB News sets up, which apparently is only about £1 a month to actually design. Well, I think you get a shop design of some kind. I'll have to find out a little bit more about that. I can sit down now. I'm sitting behind the scenes. Can you see me there? And just give me a wave, just in case you haven't seen the face behind the voice. If you ever see me in person, those people who know me will know what I'm talking about. Hopefully you do. Come up and say hello to the face behind the voice. If you haven't seen me before. Apologise if the picture is a bit jolty from times. enjoyed that one.
Absolutely.
I'm watching you about half an hour later.
I don't know why.
Anyway, there's a slight time delay, but yeah.
We'll have a little voluntary now, and then we have announcement.
Yeah, hopefully that person will be here to listen to our announcement. If not, it'll be on the replay.
Okay. This is the voluntary by me, voluntary in C or G. Oh, it will end up quick. Hang on, are you coming through?
No, there's no one come through after all. If anybody's noticed that I put Merry Snow Christmas for some people that have had snow, and of course they've been staying in most of the time. But anyway, Merry Christmas as a whole. We should get that Christmas feeling back, regardless of what has been going on. So yeah, that was amazing. Sort of made up voluntary there.
It was in C, yeah.
Do you have a name for it?
No, just a voluntary in C.
Okay. If anyone's noticed, there is a "We Wish You a Merry Christmas" on there. What is anyone thinking about that right now? Is it quite sort of nice to see that whilst you're hearing Julian here?
Right, is Nicky in the chats now? Do say
have you finished now? Have you?
Yes, I'm finished the voluntary.
Okay, let's go back 1 second here, and of course I'll turn the cameras the other way if we can. We've only just got to turn this around a little bit. Do apologise about that. There you go, we're back. Oh no, the camera's gone funny. There we go, we're back. So hello everybody. Hooray! It's possibly Q&A time, isn't it?
It is now, yeah.
Unless anybody has any requests for any particular pieces of music of a Christmas nature.
Well, this is a partly a magazine that I normally
Anyone
get.
going to Mallorca this time of year?
No.
It's a lot of money on the flights, by the way.
This is to do with music.
Do you have any questions?
Every 3 months in December. This is December.
Yeah, it's called Organist Review,
and it comes every 3 months in the cathedral shop or something like that. You might get it in a and you get different kind of organs,
right?
And you get places to go. There were some mistakes and
Can we talk about that a little bit later?
Organist Association, so that's part of the
right. Okay, I think we're ready for the announcement. So,
okay,
of course, do we want to sing it along as a special?
Yeah,
you better get on the keyboard and start singing.
Is Nicky in the chats now?
Come on, is Nicky our mod in the chat? Let us know. Come on, give us a shout out if you're still in the chat. If not, you'll be watching it on replay.
I'll give you a couple of seconds.
Don't be shy. Come out and say hello. She did earlier.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's still in the chat, but anyway, let's get on with it. And it is very much happy birthday to, of course, Nicky Gibbs. Who has been our moderator for maybe more than 2 years now. It's been amazing. She's been off and on doing our other family business as well as being a moderator. So thank you very much. I'm very much here. She says, at last you're here. So happy birthday to you. Did you get our messages that we sent happy birthday on your Facebook profile.
I presume she did.
I presume she did. Very much an Arsenal fan, so happy birthday, an Arsenal fan.
Not saying happy birthday to Arsenal.
Yeah, I'd rather support Arsenal than the other country that we, of course, sadly lost out to. You know,
Yeah,
obviously they got knocked out of the World Cup, didn't it, by some controversial decisions.
Now, don't get
thank you very much. Yeah.
Don't get embarrassed. You'll be singing one verse of Happy Birthday for you.
Yeah, let's hope we don't get demonetised by that.
If you want to sing it,
apparently the Happy Birthday tune is copyrighted, but I've never known it for us to be demonetised on that.
Okay, no, I'll just do my own version of it.
You know what YouTube are like.
I'm not going to arrange the Happy Birthday for you. It's the same tune as it's being played in G major. If you want to sing Happy Birthday, do sing along.
We need a choir in this room, but it'd be too.
I'll start with a chord.
It'd be too small for that.
If I start with a chord.
There you go. There we go.
1, 2,
3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nicky. Happy birthday to you.
There you go.
I think I made that up on the spot.
There you go. That's the organ finished.
I embarrass you on that moment.
I hope you enjoyed that.
By the way, we're not on StreamYard. By the way, StreamYard has a lot of issues, of course. I think it's a third-party software, and, of course, a lot of issues with signal. So that is why we're going direct. Even though saying that, of course, our signal is not all 100% in here because we're in a different location. And, of course, yeah, the signal can be a little bit on the squidgy side. Is the signal okay at your end, by the way? That's the job of a moderator. I don't know if Strawberry's in the chat. Maybe she was singing happy birthday to Nicky as well. That is good. Thank you so much. That's perfectly fine. Christmas present early for you. So there you go.
You should get a Christmas card at some point, Nicky, so be aware of that.
So somebody said we should do a Costa coffee review, but the problem is with that, I'm trying to do it when it's a quiet moment. And not only that, it's been very sloshy and very icy. I nearly fell over about a couple of times in the town. And each time I go downtown, I have to walk very, very slowly and taking extra care, because I'm actually a sort of big person myself, but of course I would definitely take extra precautions. I'll be vigilant, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, I would say it's a bit difficult at the moment to do that, but it's not to say that we won't do it, because somebody by the name of Melissa, who has been on our chat before, I don't know if she's watching tonight.
Last week.
I think it was last week, on a Wednesday, I think it was, and she has asked us about 3 times whether we would do a Costa coffee review. I would like to do the one especially in Haverhill, because she's been demanding of that nature. But of course it's kind of timing, and of course got to do it on a quiet sort of moment. You know, and of course it's fitting it in, and maybe in the new year we could think of something like that, or just before the new year. You know, before it gets to Christmas Eve, that kind of thing. So if anybody else has any questions along the way, feel free to ask. It doesn't cost you a penny to ask us a question. That's what the Q&A is all about.
Any questions about the music today?
That's why we inquire you to.
Any questions about this magazine? I'll do that
chat
later.
To us. Come and say hello. And of course,
excuse me.
Tell us what you think about, of course, the Nice and Relaxing show. You know, it's something that we don't often do. Have a Q&A as well as the Nice and Relaxing show. Normally it's a separate sort of time for that, but yeah.
Who noticed the change in me?
Change?
Yeah.
What's the change?
Well, anyone noticed the change in my in myself?
I've noticed it. I've been noticing it all night, Julian.
Yes, but does the audience know?
I think the audience knows perfectly.
Am I Dr. Spock?
Did anyone see the Great Yarmouth live trip the other day? If you haven't already seen it, go and check it out, because definitely worth it. I've dropped my little fluffy thing on the floor there. You can still hear me. So yeah, check that out whilst I pick that up off the floor. I've already lost a clip of it, but never mind. I'll have to borrow yours. Can't, because yours is clipped onto yours. Never mind. One of those things, I think. So yeah, the Great Yarmouth live trip that I did actually bump into a guy who wanted to add me on Facebook, but of course I haven't had any message back from him whatsoever. But they saw me walking with the stick down the road, and of course we bumped into, of course, some European people, which was good. And of course I even asked them the question, is it okay to ask them where they are from? Obviously you've heard in the news about of course what happened with the royal family and all that kind of thing. We won't go into depth with it, but of course you know, I do like to ask in case you get accused of you know what. But yes, I won't go into too much details about that. Obviously it's too controversial, but of course I will ask each time if they want to tell us where they are from. And no, I don't agree that it is that. You know, I can't really say it because it's too controversial, but of course, yeah, no, it's looking like I'm going to eat this microphone eventually. But yeah, that's the thing. But I had a good walk on that day, which was quite good. Even saw Santa Claus. Well, I actually saw him in the distance. It was a misty day, although of course a lot of people complain about cold weather. It wasn't that cold on the seafront. But a lot of people tend to go abroad these days, don't they? You know, I think it's a lot cheaper to stay inland on the coast. But that's all down to opinion. There's been a lot of people saying on the Havel site, the Havel and local news, come and join that, because you know it's definitely worth joining. There's a lot of mixture opinions on that. I don't get too involved because I got told off for talking about strikes, and of course, you know, I almost got barred for that. But anyway, that's another thing altogether. But like I say, the Havel and local news, generally speaking, is a good site to go on, because there's about, of course, 16k members on there, and I'm trying to. Somebody called Bridget Jones is on there. Is that under Bridget Jones' diary? I don't know, but I'm trying to look at my little bit. I can't really find it anywhere. Yeah, it's regarding, of course, my post on the Travelodge, because I actually put a lot of comments on there. Well, I've just put the post on there of Havel Travelodge, asking people whether there should be a Premier Inn in the Havel. But of course we've got the Rose and Crown, that's a hotel. Also got the Suffolk Hotel, which was formerly known as the Bell Hotel. I haven't stayed in there tonight yet. It'd be nice to check all the hotels out in Havel, see what they're really like. But I need a exclusive maybe friendship partner to do that. But yeah, I am in a friendship with my bestie, and hello to my bestie, by the way, if you're still watching. So yeah, come and say if you're still watching, and of course, yes, if you have any questions in the meantime, feel free to ask. You know, I'll put a lovely sunset picture of Havel and Suffolk. Well, Havel in Suffolk.
Or you haven't been to Havel. You haven't been to Havel.
Do check it out.
Yeah, you don't know what you're missing there.
There's a lot of, you know, big videographers do miss it out, you know, and don't know where Havel is. Perhaps we need people to guide them where Havel is.
Anyone knows where Havel is?
By the way, the mugs here will be charged at, of course, $8.99. This is the old logo, but apparently somebody does like that. Don't know how many people like that today, but of course, if you do want a copy of that one, I can try and arrange it if I can find the original logo. But of course, there's a new logo been on the channel for quite some time now, and maybe we could do a competition of getting people to guess where the photograph in the background of the main logo of Touring With Us, which is the latest one here that we've got and has been up there for quite some time, let us know where you think that was taken. And it was a place that I have done a video of, and I've done a review there, but only a short one. So if you think you know the answer, just for fun, maybe you can tell us now, and I'll repeat the competition later on. So yeah, absolutely brilliant. Yes. What can we say, Julian?
Well, the next music shows hopefully next Wednesday, Advent 4, all to be planned. If we aren't due to lateness, it's not because of my end. Well, it could be, but a bit of illness in the family, or the cameraman's running late, so we do apologise for that.
Yeah, we do apologise. We are slightly later than usual.
We should be at normal time at 7:30 usually. But, with the QnA again.
But we will let you know if we're going to be behind schedule.
Hopefully there'll be a Christmas one on.
Oh, Strawberry's got to go. But okay. Thank you very much for watching us tonight and being a mod tonight. And hopefully you'll be able to watch the replay what you've missed. So it's very nice of you to come on tonight. So we'll see you next time. Good evening. Bill is watching in right now. Nick and Julian.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard the music earlier on, Bill, but I mean, or you just come in. Yeah, but you might have just heard it. So do bear with us.
Yeah, if everyone's got any questions to
ask. So hopefully next Wednesday, Advent 4 will be the last Advent 4 this year, and Christmas one will be hopefully on a Friday of all things.
If you do want to support us, you've got GoFundMe and PayPal link.
If you want to do Christmas or a Christmas carol, like any Christmas carol that you like me to play, I'm sure.
We haven't seen Alex Bailey in the chat tonight.
No. He's missing a mug or something.
Perhaps he's watching secretly. I don't know.
So you can watch it in
he's been wanting a mug, but hasn't got in touch with us. That's the problem.
No, that's what I mean. Well, if you wanted a mug, you have to get in touch with.
Oh yes, you'll have to leave number, and we'll try and contact him.
Yeah, or meet in person like what Bill did. If you're local in the area, so if people are due to meet people up, the Touring Us people, that should be in kind as well. If you'd like to meet us at some point.
Did anyone here see the Sudbury live that we done at 4 o'clock yesterday? It was later than planned, but we managed to do it at least 45 minutes. A little wander around the actual town. It's a sort of rare town to be seen, and the trouble is it's very difficult to get to if you, of course, can't have a car. And of course, if you don't have a car, it can be difficult to travel around. Because there used to be a 236 from Hayville, straight from Hayville to, of course, Sudbury, but of course they've changed all that. You've got to do too many changing at of course, a village called Clare, which hopefully we'll do in the summer at some point. It'd be nice to do Clare, because there's a lovely park there. Perhaps we'll do a live there, walk up to the Castle Mount. Apparently the Bell Hotel in Clare, they have got that reopened. Somebody told me, so that is great news. Fantastic news.
Buses in Hayville or going to Cambridge, they're on the half hour until about 6.
It's not a transport show,
yeah. Well, it was part of the QnA.
Well, if you want to talk about it,
yeah. Well, at the moment, a lot of changes. At the moment, well, a fairly amount of changes. They had to put things back. There was another a bus company that does the Clements and the Chimnerswell during the day. But it would go straight from Hayville to Cambridge during the day to about 6. It should be on the half hours or something like that. It sometimes on the way back it goes right up to the old Fox pub. There's no Fox pub there because there's a new housing estate. It goes towards Berwyn and it turns right round and it goes back to the Chalks and that way on every hour after 6 o'clock as well. The last one is 9:45 or not, just about 10 o'clock time. That's the last one. I'm going up to Chalks and that as late as that. So there is a new estate in.
Sorry, you can't see Julian in there
as well. So bear in mind, if you haven't been to Hayville, you haven't missed anything bad. It has expanded, but there's a bit of a lower form of shops at the moment, obviously like that everywhere. But if you want to explore, it's very difficult for people to come over when there's not many shops to be open. It is difficult. It is difficult. We're having hard times at the moment. So
I just want to say thanks to, of course, Strawberry, which is one of our moderators that has been in the chat tonight, and she has come back. By the way, don't know if anyone's actually noticed that she has come back, just kind of like suddenly. We hadn't really announced it that, of course, she's been back of late. We thought we'd surprise people on that note. But of course, it's been nice that she's sort of gradually coming back. I thought it'd be great to do a gradual basis because she's missed it so dearly. I don't blame her for that. But of course, it's been nice that she came on the live and of course helped out for a little bit and gave us that huge smile. That is the main thing out of all that. So, of course, like I say, if you have any questions in the meantime, feel free to ask us anything whatsoever. We may do a Christmas special at some point, but of course there is another channel that is doing one at 5 o'clock. It's called Walk With Me Tim, and of course he's got a competition there for anyone that is interested in a competition for, of course, that kind of thing. And of course, yes, there'll be some Amazon gifts. Well, I say that, of course, Amazon are walking out on strikes, so of course you won't be able to get your gifts until next year, until of course the strikes are over. But yes, saying that, that very much point. So yes, we do hope to do more kind of touring house videos in the future, as and when we can, because of course the snow's made it a little bit difficult for us to move around, especially with Julian with his swollen knee. Hopefully that's on the mend next week. And of course I went to Norwich recently and did a review of spoons. That was absolutely brilliant as well. And of course, yes, it's nice to do different sort of spoons reviews, including the rabbit smock where I was on Facebook recently. I think it was today that I was telling everyone we was running late. Yes, there's someone peeping around the door. Okay, are you coming through? That's right. We've got a mystery person in the background.
Yeah, I'm glad you went to Spoons.
Yeah, spoons. Yeah.
Keep it going.
Very good hospitality business.
Yeah, keep it going.
Yeah, keep going. Yeah, yeah, keep it going. Keep it open. Good stuff. So yeah, so if anybody here watching now does want a mug, all proceeds obviously go towards touring with us. It helps us in a great way. So we do appreciate that, and of course, hopefully we'll have 500 subscribers by the end of the year. We'll see. May have to wait till the new year for that, but of course we'll keep on plugging on. We keep putting out the videos, and of course there's a couple of ones being of the gritters that we've only seen in Haverhill, and the only place that has still got snow and ice on the ground at the moment, which is Haverhill, Suffolk. Everywhere else has no snow. But of course, yes, isn't that crazy, isn't it? But there might be a few bits of snow in certain places. I noticed in Cambridge it was slightly icy on the train station area, but of course it's not anywhere near as bad as what it has been in Haverhill. Because we're on a hill, I think it makes it a little bit harder for it. Well, for the ice and snow to clear off very quickly, and plus we haven't had any gritters on the paths as well, and I've slid over almost a few times going to the pharmacies and things like that. But rest assured, we're trying to plod on, and it's not been a great deal easy. But if you want to check out the videos, which are small videos that I've put up, and there's also one from Norwich, walking towards the Queen of Icening, and of course I check out the review of that, and just basically give it a review, mark out of 10, and see if it's worth checking out. It's all going to be different each time I do these videos here, and as you get to know me, you'll probably get to ask questions like this. How difficult is it to me to do it? I do simple editing, and I don't do too much editing, and if I can help it, because I use this software called Video Leap, which of course is on your phone, and of course it's not a software you use on your PC, and of course it can take a lot of storage space, which is probably why I need an extra memory card to actually do this, and to help along with the storage memory, because I have a lot of video footage. I haven't put every footage up on screen, but of course I'm trying my best, and I'd like to do it in a quiet sort of place where nobody can disturb you, and just carry on and just keep uploading those videos and never give up, kind of thing. So yeah, have you got anything to say? Because,
yeah, I was going to put something on, but I can't fill it all in. I don't know if you can press it in.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to say something on there. Can't do too many words on it.
Ah. Well, what he's basically trying to say is, of course, King's College, Cambridge, the Chapel of King's College in Cambridge, on BBC Two from 6:55 p.m. That's BBC Two. Okay, it's never been on BBC One, but what I would say is it's also on the iPlayer. Carols for Kings. If you can watch, if you've never been to King's College. We have done a live outside it, walked past it, and maybe we'll do that more in the summer if anybody requests that. There's lots of things that we've got in mind that we would like to show you that you may not have seen before. Lots of different places we would like to venture as well. But if you have a place in mind, do let us know. We are here for you. And of course, the Radio 3 is on Xmas Day on 1 p.m, which is a repeat of the Radio 4 live on Christmas Eve. So if you want to hear the live version, it's on Radio 4 for the Carols for Kings. And of course, we'll let you know on Wednesday whether we're still going to go ahead with our usual slot of 7:30, which obviously had a lot of hits on that sort of day, so, and a lot of questions as well. Unfortunately, our moderator, Strawberry, had to go, but of course we do appreciate her coming in to tune in to us at least. So we thank her so much for coming in. Of course, a nice little gift for her channel, as in a meal gift, will be coming soon. So if she hears this, she'll know exactly what I mean. And we thank our other mods as well, and happy birthday to Nikki Gibbs, and of course we'll say hello to Scott Smart as well, all watching from Hatfield in Hertfordshire, so that is just amazing. So even getting some people watching from Hatfield, which actually we've done a spoons review of that. Well, of course there is a small video of that. I can't remember whether I reviewed it or not. I know I did show a little bit of it, so yeah, do check out that video on the.
We have done Bishop Stortford.
Touring with Us channel.
Bishop Stortford. Well, you've done Bishop Stortford.
Bishop Stortford
Royston,
is one.
Royston is near the.
Royston, we haven't done as a review yet, but yeah, we have been there. So yeah, Nikki, it says thank you for my song, which is Happy Birthday, which is I presume what you mean. Meant a lot to me. You guys are awesome.
Oh, just a word to tell you. I used to play the spoons before I had a good feed.
What's that? Just come on camera for a second. There you go.
I used to play the spoons before I had a good feed.
That's our father there, so he wants to come and say hello. So yeah, there you go. He's a West Ham fan, by the way. That's what I announced that. You've got Liverpool fan there. And you've got some Arsenal fans watching as well. So well, we're going to keep quiet about that as well.
The Premiership will be back on Boxing Day, by the way.
Boxing Day as well. We'll just focus on the Premiership now for now.
So wait and see what happens first. You know, I don't know what you think.
Not
about
liking
the World Cup final.
what Southampton have been getting.
Any news?
Especially when they played Liverpool at Anfield. I was not impressed with that.
Well, you didn't hardly anyone.
Well, the new manager has thrown him to Southampton, and there you go. He's thrown into the deep end, isn't he? When he faces Liverpool at Anfield.
Well, who's got an idea?
Well, any manager would face a little bit of a difficulty at Anfield.
Have you got any opinions? Who's going to win the World Cup?
Who's going to win the World Cup? Can anyone like to have a little
little
guess before we leave tonight? And any other questions?
Anyone like to do a quiz?
We'll start for another 15 minutes. How about that? That sounds fair. Done an hour and a half, so it's a bit okay, isn't it? Hopefully we'll have some key rings. Would anybody be interested in key rings? Because I've been looking at that. And hopefully, of course, eBay are not going on strike because Amazon are, which is a little bit disappointing. So, Nikki says, I hope it's not France. Anyone else can win. I hope you're right. Let's do an all three-way prediction on that one so that France get knocked out. But apparently, nothing stops France at the moment, which is a little bit sad.
They have got an Arsenal, ex-Arsenal
Yeah, for what they've done to England.
Ex-Arsenal player.
But did you see those Morocco fans were actually booing or whistling the France team the other day, which, of course, I'm sure Nicky was pleased with that as well, like many other people might have been. So, there you go. So, yes, any more questions? Would anyone like, would if we had them in our kind of small shop, for touring with us, and it's only got to be for touring with us. It helps, of course, for expenses reasons and all that kind of thing. And every little helps, as you know. Would anyone be interested in buying a?
I think we know that one.
Well, would anyone be interested in buying some key rings for touring with us? And would they actually collect them?
About relaxing key
I'd
rings.
buy a key ring. Oh wow! Somebody here collects key rings.
Written on your name called Nicky.
Yeah, are we allowed to say the word cheat? Because apparently on mainstream media you're not allowed to say that. So yeah, I've got to say that. They like cancelling words out, don't they?
Unfair. It was a bit unfair, wasn't it?
And of course, don't believe what you always hear on this mainstream. I'm not going to say too much about it because I've heard a lot of rumours suggesting something's happening when it's not. Basically, I'm not going to say too much about it. If you do hear any rumours, don't be alarmed by it. It's probably false rumours.
If you want to hear a good channel of news,
you do have a lot of key rings.
Well,
and you want to buy an extra one.
Well, we'll see. A nice relaxing one, I think. Well, if you are wanting to hear better news in the mainstream, you can tune into 236.
GB News. You've probably heard of it.
Or 237.
Best one to watch
is the Talk TV.
The Wooden Show. Because actually, I've got a GB News mug.
Oh yeah, he bought a GB News mug, by the way.
I don't know if anyone's seen it before.
And it's a good show.
I'll take a picture of it on the channel so you can actually see it on the comment section. We've got a new feature now.
No, there's no spin, no bias on it.
A poll feature as well.
There's three different versions of that news. If you want a question on there, go and have a look.
I bought a mug actually of GB News, right, and it's only £12, and yet I see one on the. I'm not having to go at another. YouTuber, because I'm sure he does great things and all that kind of thing, but I'm not having to go at this person called Walk With Me, Tim, but his mugs are a lot more expensive. He charges about £15 for a mug. We charge a lot less anyway, but of course, yeah. Not to say that he doesn't do well with his channel, which he's doing incredibly well. I want to say huge congratulations. I wish we could get that in return at some stage. We have met him a lot of times, and of course he's doing great things for what he has been doing. And of course, yes, my ideas actually come from him, obviously, and a lot of people have come from this channel to come here. And of course, the other thing is that he's saying he's got a lot of moderators on his channel, so this is important to mention here. If they want to be moderators of this channel, come and support us as well. This is what it's all about. And of course, he's getting queues of people wanting to be a moderator on his channel. And of course, they need to come over here and, you know, be a moderator on this channel if they wish to do that kind of thing. And I've seen his Q&A, and there was a lot of good questions and some strange ones as well. But yes, we will try and keep everyone, try and avoid those, try and keep happy. And of course, I do like this actually. You know, I thought I'd put that in front of Julian right now, as I did on the show.
Should we put Nikki on top of the Christmas tree?
Should we put Nikki on top of the Christmas tree? That is a good idea, isn't it?
She's an angel.
Or Strawberry, should we put that one on there, as she is a lovely moderator as well. All fantastic. And thank you so much for being a lifelong moderator for a long time and extended your time with us, and we do appreciate it. And of course, it really helps build the channel. Of course, we've grown slowly, I think. Star to you as well. We haven't got the stars on here like they do on Facebook. We haven't got enough sort of followers on Facebook, although of course we do occasionally go live on Facebook if we need to promote something, or if we need to promote what we're doing in a hurry, that kind of thing. For example, I was on the Havel UK, which is part of touring with us, by the way. We love Havel UK, which of course somebody bought a mug from that group as well, which is a group on Facebook. We love East Anglia is another one.
What about a mug of nice and relaxing music?
Platform.
What do you think of that?
Lumen's platform.
What do you think of that? A nice relaxing music mug.
Nice and relaxing. Would anyone buy that? An NAR mug. It's got to be a good, decent logo, though, isn't it?
Well, it's got to be some music on it. I don't know.
Yeah. I've got to find something that would be good.
An organ mug.
Nice and relaxing. Maybe a picture of you or us two or something. I don't know how we're going to do it, but of course,
that's something in the pipeline there.
Oh yeah, but yeah, if you're popular on Facebook, of course you get stars, and then people donate stars on that. Bit like super chats on the YouTube channel. Something that I have noticed, by the way, Facebook are trying to sort of compete with YouTube. Although they're the same type of people, aren't they? You know, they're all sort of based by Americans, aren't they? Even that, even Musk, is it, that does Twitter as well? We're also on Twitter as well. We're also on TikTok as well.
Oh, TikTok.
We don't use it very often, but what?
It's Chinese.
Apparently so.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, Instagram. We are also on. We've got this new thing that we also are on. To come and join us on that. We'd like to see people on there a bit more, especially from the UK. Come and join Truth So. Hang on. Sorry about the stuff there. So I'll start again. Truth Social, which of course has been set up by probably Americans again, but of course you can get it on I think it's Android and iPhone. So yeah, Touring With Us is on there. What's your Instagram? It's Touring With Us. We'll have to link it to you, so of course you can support us. You've probably seen our Twitter feed as well. We've got 15 battery, so we're going to have to go in a minute, but of course I don't know if it's going to last before the string goes or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll put the battery on. Bear with me for a second, because I do want to finish in good time. Hang on.
Yeah, just bear with us.
Bear with us. Sort all this out.
It's a lot of
Because if you don't want to go off air whilst
wires.
Yeah, I think that's sorted now. Yeah, sorry about the glitch there. So yeah, I follow you on the Facebook, Twitter. I'll follow you on Instagram, and send me the link. No worries, we'll try and do that. Instagram, if I can find it. It definitely is on there. I'm sure you'll find it. Truth Social we're on, which is another new social media platform which has been launched this year, and only kind of new platform which allows you to tell the truth, and it's more freedom of speech, apparently so. And of course, we can link our videos on there, and of course, you'll probably see a little bit of me talking and introducing myself and all that kind of thing. We need some more followers on that, which would be great, so that people can understand where we're coming from. We need some people from America watching us, which is something that we would look forward to immensely as well. We definitely welcome them, and of course we will not cancel them at all whatsoever. And yes, so you can get True Social on iPhone and Android. They don't have the message board at the moment, like Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and all that kind of thing. Excuse me. They don't have that, but what they do have is a chance for you to have a look at videos on there. So you can comment on there as well, which is another great thing as well. So if you can set up a True Social, that'd be great. And of course, you can put anything you like regarding truth, because we are the truth here on this channel as well. And we let everybody have their say as well, and opinions.
Now, as I was talking about the organ shows a minute ago,
Yep.
Now, it tells you all about addiction.
Hurry up, we've got 4 minutes.
We've got 4 minutes. I'll explain this very briefly for you two a lot. This is the organ review. It's got different organisations, membership ones and that kind of thing. And there's one for near one of my moderators. It's Bedfordshire and Hertfordshire. That's where the August membership group is, and one in Cambridge, which I'm on. Unfortunately, the Cambridge one has done some mistakes in there. It's got things about Worcester. Unfortunately, that's not happening here. The Cambridge here, they do a different setting. Now, to be a membership of the Cambridge one, which is not very far from here, but 18 miles from where I am, they do AGM meetings. We last did one in Chesterton Church. It's a little bit, about 2 miles inside Cambridge city centre. We ended up going with their organ, which is 2 manual new organ. There, Heavy Groves and Sons, I think it is, who built it, and it's connected to record and back and play. So we'll try that one at the AGM meeting. That's what they do, and then you have to pay a membership fee. If you're over a certain age or a student, you can get it for £10 a year, £15 normally a year normally if you're an adult. So it's probably a different on Bedfordshire, Hertfordshire. You have to look that up on your internet. I presume they have a www.bedfordhertfordshireorg association. Same with the Cambridge one. So just check them out down your area where they are. If you're interested in playing a musical instrument, you can come along and see what they do for AGM meetings and that kind of thing. It's a musical events, and they do got lovely good events over there. If you can get there, that's the trouble with all the transport problems at the moment. That's what the issue is. Hopefully they resolve that next year. But there is one in Cambridge. It's the Catholic Church at some point. It's the master class at Catholic Church Cambridge. That's in Hills Road. They do that kind of thing. They're hoping to do a Suffolk one in the summertime. You have to be a member to come along and do that, but pay a membership fee. They are looking a bit fee on it, but I mean you can always donate to them. They are a charity. This is
our Instagram, by the way. I'm trying to find the link to it. It's not easy to find at the moment, so I do apologise about that. Yeah, if you can find it on the search, that'd be great.
So bear with us on that. So if you want to be membership of it and come along, and it's only about £10 a year or £15 a year if you're a student. If you're over 65, whatever it is, it's £10 or something like that. It's not. You don't have to pay £10 each time. It's a charity as well. A charity you can donate as well. I presume because we have to use the halls and use the venues. That kind of thing, they get a little bit of a small fee. There's teas after the AGM meeting. The next one hopefully will be in the United Reformed Church down at near the Rodrigo. So I look forward to that next year. Hopefully we'll be well enough because it's very cold. It's a nice United Reformed Church. Well, I've never been in it, but I mean, it's not far from Emmanuel College. We're hoping to do a Suffolk one. It will be Long Melford. That one, that's pretty March if it's not cold enough and we're not. So they do events. That's say 4 times a year or something like that. There's things.
I've just sent you a link here on your Facebook here on Nicola Diana Gibbs, and
yes, she said I found you. I'm following you.
Oh, you found it. Oh, that's great news.
Thank you, Nicky.
Just in case you hadn't. Thank you very much indeed. I appreciate that.
As it's your birthday, we'll say happy birthday to you again, once again, and hope you enjoy the rest of the evening.
And I'm sending a card if you can get it.
No, I've already sent you a Christmas card.
Oh, there you go.
So you should be able to get that when it comes. So that is sort of due a meet up. You're due to meet it at some point. I don't know when you can do it.
That'd be nice, isn't it?
Yeah, if there's no rail strikes, you can do it. Go on, and when there's no rail strikes, the days that are not strikes.
Meet us in the Hatfield.
Well, either Hatfield or meet us in Cambridge. It's easy. Or in Royston or somewhere near in between near you.
Histon, not Histon.
Hitchin, somewhere near there. I haven't been to Hitchin. I've been to Royston.
Hitchin's nice, isn't it? Yeah,
Royston is a nice, not too bad place. You can get there by train. We've done a Peterborough one. Oh, that was a nightmare. Waiting for a train that was delayed, which is a nuisance. You know, I've been to Peterborough.
Yeah.
I don't think Tim has been to Peterborough. I don't think he has.
No.
So Peterborough.
He hasn't been to Haven or Hatfield either.
No, he hasn't been into those places. That's a bit unfortunate. But Peterborough is a big place. It's a big station. You have to get the one that goes to Ely, and then straight goes through to Birmingham. Gets through to Leicester and blah blah blah. If one of those trains is late from Leicester, we're sort of screwed. But we have to wait. If you're delayed on a train, which we should have on a bus really, a bus timetable, what do you call it, delayed. It should be coming. If it's cancelled,
We just followed you back, Nicky.
So do stand by with that that board. If the board says delayed, it will still come. But if it's cancelled, that's gone. You know, it won't come in. It won't come in. So if it's delayed a little bit, so
Absolutely.
we had to wait another half an hour. We thought we were going to get back into Cambridge. Okay, but we did manage to do that. Peterborough Station is a very big station. I would say it's about six, seven platforms of it there are. You have to go all across the bridge, underneath the bridge. Go out. If you want to know how many Witherspoons there are in Peterborough, I think there's 2, isn't it? I presume.
Absolutely.
Don't give it away to anything to other channels. How many? Because they might not know it, unless you ask that question to the Q&A people. So I think it's two or three in Peterborough anyway. So there's one at the start as we come over the bridge, and you have a little walk around the corner, and there is another one, and it's right near the Peterborough Cathedral. Would you just go around? We did a live there. I think it was probably October, November time. I think. I don't know if you still got it, but I mean, we have to do Peterborough again when it's a bit more warmer.
Absolutely.
If anyone likes Peterborough, it's quite a big place.
It's quite a nice one.
It's a city, I think it is.
Perhaps we'll do a live there.
We haven't gone to the Peterborough ground, but it's a bit tricky to get to it.
Yeah, hopefully we'll do a live in Peterborough at some stage. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, when the trains are running and leg is going all right, so we can do it. But I mean, not all the time on one of the walks was because of my leg.
Okay.
So
that might all weather friend is just
I'm
about
going
it.
to close the book now. And
Yeah, it's end of story.
And
we're out of it for now, but of course
I'm going to blow my organ pipe now out of it now. So
we'll probably have a special at some point.
But don't forget next Wednesday all to plan the last Advent hymns and the next Friday between the Christmas time.
Are we going to have a special before?
Yes, this has been
when?
Friday, Wednesday and Friday.
Friday.
That same week.
Yeah. Oh right. Oh okay. I see.
So there'll be two shows, ladies and gentlemen.
Hopefully you can order us for that. That'd be absolutely amazing.
We'll let you know when.
In the meantime, do check out
Advent
the
4 and Christmas. If you want a Christmas carol,
hang on, I'm talking here.
Yeah, hang on. If you want a Christmas carol on the day, and I can play it. You know.
All right. Okay. I just want to finish on this note here because time is against us here.
Yep.
We've gone on overtime here. But of course, thank you very much for joining us, by the way. It's been a pleasure that you have been joining us here today. But if you do want to check out more videos that we are going to be putting up, we're not going to give up here. We're going to keep going here. And hopefully by not giving up, of course, somebody will be very, very impressed with us. So, of course, we appreciate your support as well. Whoever supports us throughout now and Christmas. Who knows what sort of present we might get. We might be surprised. But, of course, you know, that's the surprise for you. And that's the game. You're either lucky or you're unlucky. A bit like the bullseye thing, you know. That's the name of the game.
Nothing for two in a bed.
Exactly. Nothing for two in a bed. You know, keep out of the black and in the red. Something like that.
It's called a poem.
Jim Bowen.
That's called a poem.
We're referring to that, by the way.
Now, Jim Bowen was a Blackburn fan.
A Blackburn fan, yes, absolutely. So, yeah, we thank you so much. Thanks to our mods, as per usual, as in moderators, from this evening here, which is an exclusive one. Friday the 16th of December 2022. We'll say good night to you all.
And
God bless you all and stay safe.
Stay safe and cheerio.
Bye from the Touring With Us team.
Goodbye, Nicky and Scott. And
bye to all our mods. Good night. Oh, yes. Good night.
Good night, Nicky.
Especially a good night. That's from Dan Wooten, by the way. Each time he says that, reminds me of Nicky Gibbs and all the moderators. Good night.
Good night.